Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And tonight we are doing reviews for the first episode of Marvel What If. And joining me is my co-host from the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast, Trav the Trash Man Martin. How you doing today, Trav?
Hey, I'm chilling.
Chilling like a villain.
What if?
What if? That's like, what if you weren't chilling?
Yeah,
you
what if I was? Yeah.
So before we get into today's review, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And as D always says, podcast link down in the description. Like, follow, subscribe. So let's go ahead and get into it, Trav.
It's all you got to do.
Marvel What If. This trailer came out for this series. I want to say it was last year. Was it like no? It was announced last year, but the trailer came out this year, and pretty much it's what ifs, like stories that take place in the MCU, and what would have happened during this scenario, or in a way, it's kind of similar to the time variance in the Loki show, because when you see, the Captain Carter episode and the original Captain America First Avenger movie, she ends up going upstairs to the room. But in this timeline, because she said that she would stay downstairs with him, like that's what created this whole new universe. And pretty much this is also based off of the Marvel comic book lines called What If as well, but this just only focuses on the MCU. So a lot of the prominent cast for a lot of the movies in the MCU, they return. Like there's only a few people who didn't return, like Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland, Brie Larson, but most of the original cast from all of the movies is back.
That's right.
And I'm looking forward to seeing like what else we're going to see on What If. But like I said, the first episode is about Captain Carter. Trav, what were your thoughts on this episode?
Yeah, I mean, dude, the animation is really good.
Yeah.
I've said this before. I'm just not really a fan of this whole concept. Like, I just really don't care about what if scenarios. So I mean, it just doesn't do anything for me. It's just like something to watch. But I don't know. I feel like this is supposed to be to fill time while we're waiting for this
Hawkeye.
Next phase. And they are taking an extremely long time. And I get it because of COVID.
Yeah, because of the pandemic. Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest, dude. I don't really feel like I've seen a solid Marvel movie in 3 years.
Yeah, since Avengers Endgame. Like that was like the last big thing, because even Spider-Man Far From Home, like it was okay.
It was okay.
It was better than Spider-Man Homecoming, but
Black Widow was just okay.
It was just okay. And then what else have you had come out?
Nothing. But what's it called? Even coming out, it's like it ain't out yet, so I can't speak for it. But Shanghai just looks okay.
Yeah,
and I can't. Eternals. They pushed back Spider-Man again, so we don't even get it this year now. They pushed it back to 2022.
That sucks. Yeah, because it was supposed to come out in December.
It's supposed to come out in December. They pushed it back, so it's like, I don't know. And the real MCU shows were good, but we'll see.
I'm going to say that I'm a fan of what ifs. I've always been a fan of these what if scenarios, like in the Dragon Ball Z video games that used to come out on the PS2 and on the Xbox 360 and PS3. It's just like because remember on those games, like every game, it was the same exact story. Every time they came out with one, it started with Raditz arriving on Earth.
It did.
And then it would end with the Boo Saga. But
that's right.
I always enjoyed the what if stuff. Like I remember in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, there was a what if story where Raditz, he ends up coming to Earth and he fights Piccolo. Piccolo defeats him, and Piccolo, like he hits Raditz so hard on the head that Raditz becomes a good person, just like how Goku became a good person when he got hit on the head really hard. So now you have Raditz and Goku working against Piccolo because Piccolo is super strong. You know what I'm saying? So I've just always been a fan of the what ifs, and I've always been a fan of Peggy Carter. And she is a character that the MCU, like they've been pushing for years. I mean, she had her own show on ABC, Agent Carter.
Yeah.
You know, Haley Atwell, she's also reprised the role on some of the other cartoons that have come on Disney XD, like the Spider-Man shows and whatnot. So it's good to see her come back. And then, you know, now she's Captain Britain. Well, she's not even Captain. She's just Captain Carter.
Yeah, Captain Carter.
Yeah, Captain Carter. And then because she's not Captain America, you know, they give her her own shield. She has her own outfit. And like I said, when I first started talking about this What If episode, she stayed downstairs when Steve was supposed to become injected with the super soldier serum. And the guy, he ends up doing everything like normal. But because she's still down there, Steve ends up getting shot. And they have to still do the, you know, the injection for the super soldier serum, because if not, then like everything would have just went to waste. So she gets in the machine and she gets injected with it, and that's pretty much the basis of the story. And they pretty much do the same exact things that we see in Captain America, but like there are some different takes on it. Like, Trav, I don't know about you, but I thought that it was interesting. I don't know, because it is a what if, and I don't really like the nitpick and stuff like that, but when Steve showed up and like the first Iron Man suit, I was just like, well, how? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it just makes me think. I know that this is what if, but Howard Stark, he made this suit for Steve and this, but you know, where was it at in Captain America? You know what I'm saying?
How did he even have the technology to make this?
Yeah.
It was invented by Tony. So it's again, people can you can say I don't want to nitpick it, but why shouldn't I? And that's the thing too. I don't want to crap on Peggy, but didn't it work on Steve because there's something special about him? You know, he's like Goku. He's Goku. He's got the heart of gold. That's the whole purpose of why he's Captain America.
Well, you know, I'm glad that you brought that up, because D had brought that up earlier when we had talked about it on the phone, because he said that Peggy and Steve, like, they're pretty much like their moral compass is on the same path. You know, they're pretty much, that's what D was saying. And hey, look, just relax, man. But Peggy Carter, I mean, I don't, bro, it's what if.
Exactly. But that's,
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's why I'm just not a fan of it. Like, we're creating all this stuff. Also, too, Hugo Weaving didn't do Red Skull either.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, it was the same guy who played him in the Infinity War and I was about to say Agent of Empire, Avengers Endgame. But yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of people didn't return for their roles, which is, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, they're not going to be able to get everybody scheduling and whatnot. But I will say, like, at the end of this episode, I did want to know what was going to happen next. Like, I would like to see what, like, Peggy Carter leading the Avengers. You know, now Steve and Bucky, they're old men now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no Winter Soldier, so that would mean that there would have to be a new Winter Soldier, because the Winter Soldier program is still happening. It's just that it wouldn't be Bucky now.
Right.
So I also do believe too that I have read somewhere that they said that they were going to, like, Marvel What Ifs has already been renewed for a season 2, and they said that they're going to do another episode with Captain Carter. So I'd be down for that, just to see like what happens next. But Trav, final thoughts on the episode?
Yeah, I feel like I pretty much stated my stake on it. It's just, you know, okay. It's okay.
So what do you give it 1 out of 10?
I give it a 6.
Okay. For me, I'm gonna give it an 8 because I really did enjoy it. Even though I did have that nitpick about Steve having the suit, I did think that it was awesome. It's just one of those things. I feel like sometimes it's like you just have to suspend disbelief, but at the same time, the what if stuff, it is canon. They've come out and said that it is a part of the MCU universe. So yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen on next week's episode. I don't know, Trav, have they said how many episodes they're going to be?
Oh yeah, 9.
Not okay. So there's gonna be 9 episodes. And,
yeah, it runs till October, and then
and then Hawkeye comes out.
Hawkeye starts in November. So
but then, isn't there? I think Miss Marvel is supposed to come out in December, right? Or did that get pushed back? I know that there was supposed to be 2 more shows, Hawkeye and something else, but yeah, let us know in the comments what you thought about this episode of What If, what you're expecting to see. I know we've had the trailer come out and they've showed like a bunch of different scenarios of what's going to happen. So let us know what's your favorite one that you're looking forward to. Trav, let them know where they can find you at in social media land.
That's right. You can find me on the Instagram at ZK Audio. You can find me on the Twitter at TRAVIOSZK. And where they going to find podcast number 1 hero at?
You can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching our review for What If. And also check out some more of our reviews that we have here on the channel, interviews, reaction videos. And again, check out our podcast where we release new content every Tuesday. Like I always say, keep that pinky up, stay positive. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.